Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel for the very first 2024 set of write-ins. My name is Katherine Graham. I'm a USA Today bestselling dark fantasy author, and I am working on a new book for 2024, which I will be drafting during the sprints that I have scheduled on the calendar. So if you've never done a writing sprint or an editing sprint before, I'm so excited that you're here. Basically, what we're going to be doing is putting up timers on the clock and working as much as we can on our documents while that clock is running. So, hi, I'm going to figure this out. Today's the first day of doing these on here, so thanks for bearing with me. But we're going to do a series of flash sprints today. A flash sprint is essentially a very short amount of time where you will be writing and or editing through a specific scene in your book, and I'm going to cue those up. When we get down to the end of time, we'll share how many words we were able to get. Hey, Luna. Good to have you on. Thank you for everybody who's watching on Twitter and YouTube. So before we dive in, first things first, open up a document. It can be a blank document if you have never written before and are planning on writing a book for the first time. Or it can be a book you're working on drafting, or it can be a finished draft that you will be editing. But whatever it is, get that pulled up. Grab your drinks, grab your cats or whatever muse you have. I've got a cat wandering around here somewhere. Stretch your fingers out because tonight's flash sprints are going to be super fast. And I want to put a disclaimer that the other sprints that are coming up on the Writing Sprints playlist on my channel are not all going to be super fast like tonight. But this is sort of to get myself in the game here, as it were, and hopefully help you guys too. All right, so the first sprint we're doing tonight is going to be a 1-minute sprint. It's going to be very short. I'm going to set us a minute on the timer. If you're writing with me, let me know in the comments. This is all friendly, encouraging competition, so however much you're able to get is great. This is not a huge, like, yes, I'm the winner type contest, just to help encourage each other. Okay. Everybody ready? I'm going to count us down, and then I'm going to start the timer. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Okay, we are up on our first minute. How did everybody do? I got 13 words in my first minute, but I've broken the ice, so I know what I'm doing on the next sprint. If you want to share, you can share in the comments. If not, that's okay. We're going to queue up sprint number 2 here. Sprint number 2 is going to be 3 minutes, a little more comfortable than the one we just did. Give us some time to knock out some more words. Okay. So make a note if you're using Microsoft Word or something like that of how many words you're starting with. So that way you can keep track of how many words you get done. New people got your files open. We're going to write as much as we can. So I got 13 words. Luna got 19 words. Thanks for sharing. On sprint number 1, which is just a minute. So we've broken the ice. Here we go. Sprint number 2, 3 minutes. I'm going to count us down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. All right, we are done with our 3-minute timer. I got 18 words that time. Nothing like coming back to a scene you haven't written in a really long time and trying to remember what you were doing. Curious to know if anybody wants to share what kind of scene you're writing. In the book I'm writing, the main character has gotten off a train in a world she's never been in before, and she's trying to take in everything. And that's the scene that I'm writing right now. And world building is probably one of my hardest points to write. I'm very plot focused and character focused, so I usually have to come back during the developmental editing phase and like expand on all my world building. So I'm trying to get through this world building ish scene where she's seeing everybody and all the different types of creatures that are running around in this other world. 116 for Luna. That's great. Okay. So if anybody else wants to share, you're welcome to. We're streaming this live on YouTube and Twitter, so we don't have to write all by ourselves. But we're going to do another 2-minute sprint this time. We did a 1 minute, 3 minute. And again, tonight is flash sprint, so don't be scared away. If you're like, oh no, I'm not ever going to be able to write in that amount of time, come back next week. We're going to be doing mountain climbing sprints on the next live, which are big sprints to start and then slowly get faster. And then as you come back down, they go back bigger again. Okay. I've got us queued up for a 2-minute sprint here. Everybody ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Okay, we are up on our 2-minute timer. So let's see how we did. I got 66 words that time. Starting to get into my groove a little bit now that we're on sprint number 3. How about you guys? Anybody want to share? If you're watching the replay and just want to follow along in the replay, that's fine too. 80 words for Luna. Great job. You know what I think is interesting about these is when we did the 1-minute sprint, I was like at 12 or 13 words. And here we are just double that amount of time and at 66 words, and it just gets easier the more I do them. I'm curious if you guys run into that too, like the more pressure. And maybe part of that's because it gives me a sense of relief to know that I have permission to only focus on writing for a very short amount of time. And I don't have to worry about like missing something or, oh, I could be doing something else or tempted by social media because it's just a couple minutes. So I focus in a lot more. Depends on the scene for me. Yeah. Scene makes a big difference. Okay, so the next one, we've got another 1-minute sprint. Fingers on fire here. We've got it queued up for us. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Okay, 1 minute sprint done. I got 51 words that time. Hopefully everybody else who's watching is getting some writing done. The next one will be better, I promise. It's not going to be another one word. We're going to go back to a 3-word sprint this time for our flash sprints. A 3-minute sprint, not a 3-word sprint. Okay. So I know that there's been several people who've joined us. Luna's got 47 on the last one. It's great. All right, what we're doing is we're trying to write as much as possible within the amount of time that we have given ourselves. So if you've got a document that you're drafting, pull it up. If you got a document that you're editing, pull it up, find a scene, see how much you can edit through during the sprints. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Okay, we have finished our 3-minute sprint. I got 100 words that time, exactly. But I had to cut off mid-sentence. 100 words in 3 minutes. How did everybody else do? There's only 2 more sprints left tonight. 103. Luna beat me out by 3 words. Got 2 more sprints to go and we'll be done for tonight, and we'll be back in a few days for the one that has the longer sprints on the front end. So, all right. Sprint number 6. This is our longest sprint of the entire night. This is a 5-minute sprint. I'm going to cue up our timer here. And I'm going to count us down and we're going to jump right in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Okay, finished our 5-minute sprint. See how everybody did that time. I got 110 words that time. Jumped back to a flashback. How about everybody else? How are you doing? Ready for our last sprint of the night? $150 words. Yay, Luna! Knocking out some words. Okay, this is our last sprint. This is going to be a 3-minute sprint. We're going to give it the absolute best that we have. So turn off the cell phone or push it to the side, pause the video, hand the child off to the partner. Whatever you're going to do, let's finish strong for the last 3 minutes and then we can go about doing other things. Okay, I'm going to count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Okay, that was the end of our 3-minute sprint. I got 115 words that time. How did everybody else do finishing out? I know we've had a lot of viewers on. Even if you haven't been in the comments, I hope you were able to get some writing done or reading done or editing done tonight. I know that sprints can be a little overwhelming when you first start them out. So don't be discouraged if you didn't get much or if you didn't get any. Come back, try again with us later over the weekend. But I'm going to just wrap it up. I'm proud of everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. I don't do a whole lot of writing sprints, but I really want to get this book done and get it done in January or early February if at all possible. So I will be leading sprints regularly while I'm getting the draft done. Yay, Luna! 101 words. I almost said 101 Dalmatians because it's what I watched last night with the boys. Let's see. So I got 460 total words, almost 2 pages, just shy of 2 pages. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. If you're watching the replay, let us know how you did in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Like and subscribe if you'd like to join more writing sprints or catch up on Indie Author Behind the Scenes news, because that's going to go on the Indie Author Behind the Scenes playlist. Bye, everybody.